Versatile Mage. Chapter 155. Intermediate, Emerge. Ice Element versus Lightning Element. It was clear that the Lightning Element was much stronger in terms of combat prowess. Luo Song already had a hard time dealing with Mo Fan in terms of intermediate magic. Thus, he definitely could not allow Mo Fan's summoned beast to grow. If his summoned beast were to increase in strength, then he wouldn't be able to contest against it. How could Luo Song let that happen? Thus, if there was something that could obstruct Mo Fan's road of cultivation, then Luo Song would definitely make his move. It just so happened that he did not like the person who was controlling the Bone Corpse Demon. How dare he have such a domineering attitude when he only had a trash-summoned creature? Hilarious. Your Earth Element. The Earth Element is of no use against a Bone Corpse Demon. Why don't you wait for the next team to come? A couple of people who seemed to be wavering said as they saw Luo Song coming. Luo Song didn't even glance at these people as he walked up. Did I say I was going to be in the same group as you? Fuck, you must be amazing, huh? If you've got the ability, then why don't you go and deal with that Bone Corpse Demon by yourself? Yeah, arrogant. I despise those kind of people, the two immediately cursed. Luo Song didn't need anyone. He entered the colossal cage. At this moment, the Bone Corpse Demon was circling arrogantly in the space above Wang Liting. Wang Liting squinted his eyes to size up Luo Song, before laughing and saying, "Little fatty, do you know what my Bone Corpse Demon's favorite thing is? It just so happens to be someone with lots of fat like you. Do you know how many pieces an icicle would shatter into if it was dropped from a 30-meter height?" Luo Song looked at Wang Liting. "I think you've got a problem with your brain." Wang Liting didn't know what Luo Song was trying to say, so he commanded the Bone Corpse Demon to attack Luo Song. You should pray for your Bone Corpse Demon's bones to have some endurance, or else dealing with its corpse will be quite troublesome. Luo Song maintained his arrogant aura. While he was speaking, Luo Song had already closed his eyes. When he opened them again, an aura of great pressure suddenly bubbled forth and covered the entire beast cage. Creak, creak, creak. White frost suddenly appeared on the floor. At first, it was just some star-shaped frost scattered around, which rapidly and aggressively froze everything in its way. In just the blink of an eye, Luo Song had covered the surrounding area in a layer of ice. Ice Lock. Luo Song finished the links. Beneath his frozen legs, a magnificent ice star atlas rotated as it displayed incredible energy, spreading out with Luo Song in the center. Rise. With a shout, the frozen ground around Luo Song suddenly ruptured. Within the ruptures, there was a clanking noise, followed by thick chains of ice flying out. Holy crap. Intermediate level. This fatty is an intermediate mage. At this moment, everyone was astonished. Everyone was overwhelmed with shock as they watched Luo Song control the shocking ice chains, their expressions displaying disbelief. Luo Song's classmates' chins dropped down so hard that they nearly shattered. They finally understood what he meant by, "No need to thank me." So what if the summoning element was dominant at the primary level? Once an intermediate mage appeared, there would no longer be any competition. Wang Liting's face was frozen. In the past, he had heard that there was someone among the new students who had already reached the intermediate level, and hadn't quite believed it. However, who would have thought there really was someone like that? Furthermore, it just happened to be the fatty right in front of him. Crap. Wang Liting's expression changed as he tried to recall his Bone Corpse Demon. The ice chains let out a chaotic noise before flying into the air under the control of Luo Song. Even though the Bone Corpse Demon was very nimble, it was still not able to shake off the ice chains that surrounded it from all directions. The ice shackles wrapped around the Bone Corpse Demon tyrannically. Furthermore, it was suspended in midair, and the icy energy from the chains quickly entered its body. The Bone Corpse Demon's physique wasn't much stronger than low-level magical beasts, and it was completely unable to resist the powerful intermediate magic. Its skin was covered with icy frost, slowly spreading into the interior of its body. Finally, the bone corpse demon became an ice statue in the air. At the same time, the ice chains suspending it broke, and the frozen bone corpse demon directly fell from a height of 30 or so meters. Boom! When the ice statue hit the ground, it immediately cracked. This crack stretched from the bone corpse demon's claws all the way to its wings. As a result, the wings and claws were turned into smithereens, the ice spread all over the ground. No, no, no. Wang Liting wasn't even able to speak anymore. He looked as though he was about to kneel down before Luo Song. His family had expended a lot of effort to help him acquire this bone corpse demon. Once it died, Wang Liting would become a waste with no way to make a stand in Pearl Institute. The arrogance on his face had vanished. Wang Liting ran toward his summoned beast with his eyes showing his broken spirit. Luo Song's gaze was cold, with not a single hint of sympathy in his eyes. In the real world, there were only the strong who survived and the weak who became food. Luo Song didn't have the habit of showing mercy to the weak, so his actions were completely merciless. Classmate, calm down. Your summoned beast shouldn't have died yet. Gu Han walked over and swiftly delivered the large block of demon ice statue to the healing teacher, Ruin Ya. Ruin Ya helplessly shook her head, and quickly linked her healing star atlas. Luo Song watched the intermediate healing magic as his lips twitched. With this healing teacher present, the bone corpse demon's life would definitely be saved. The entire fight had actually ended very quickly, though the commotion amongst the audience had been ongoing since the beginning. The incredible power of an intermediate magic was something the students seemed to finally understand. The bone corpse demon that they couldn't do anything about had been destroyed like trash. Why don't the two of you come at the same time so we don't waste time? Luo Song pointed toward the leftover summoner students with domineering arrogance. The leftover two people were extremely angry. They didn't have any intention of backing down. They wanted to take revenge for Wang Liting. His intermediate ice magic is only able to deal with one of our summoned beasts. I'll let my summoned beast withstand his attack, and you take the chance to deal with him, the two discussed. All right, it's better if you don't go, Mo Fan told them with good intentions. Why don't you sit here and stick your head into the ground like an ostrich, you useless thing? The two were dorm mates of Wang Liting, and their relationship could be considered quite good. They were in the middle of a fit of anger, so it was natural they didn't bother with what Mo Fan said. Mo Fan had already done his best to persuade them. There was nothing he could do if they refused to listen. This world certainly did not lack idiots who cussed at their teammates and then delivered their own heads to the enemy. Chapter end. Please guys, like, comment, share, and subscribe.